this is Canary Quilts, and it's another edition of What's in the Box, where I open my quilty mail and show you what I get. I have quite a few things here today. So, I do have the Fat Quarter Shop Sew Sampler, which I get every month. I did sign up for Ginger Quilter box, and I got her first box, and I've actually opened it because it was a few weeks ago. I just wanted to see what it was all about, so I'll show you what's in there. And I have PreCuts quilt box, which is a subscription that no longer exists. This is her last box, and I'll show you what's in there. And let's see, I've got the 2025 Designer Mystery Block of the Month. The first block came, I haven't done it, and the backing came, so I've opened that, and I want to show you that. And my mini charm pack is here. So we'll see what I get in there. So yeah, it's gonna be fun to see what's in here and show you. I'll update you on my block of the month that's in the Sew Sampler. I'm looking forward to Sew Sampler because my mom called me yesterday. She's already opened it, and she's like, I am doing the quilt and I'm ordering the finishing kit today. And I'm like, well, that was fast. There must be a good one in there. So if she likes it, I'll probably like it because we like a lot of the same things. But anyway, if you want to see more videos like this and all the other fun stuff we got going on here, hit the subscribe button, notification bell, and you'll get notified when I put the content out. And let's head down to my desk and start opening my packages. All right, I'm down here at my desk, ready to open some boxes. First thing I want to take a look at is the 2025 Designer Mystery Block of the Month. I did finish 2024. I am starting 2025, and this is block 1. And this is the color scheme we're going for. I think it's a bloom is the fabric line by Corey Yoder. And then this is the backing. So I've gotten the backing the last 3 years. And I'm really glad that I did. Oh, and you get a label for when you're done. So I've got to quilt the one that I did last year because I finished it. I've got the one from the year before sandwiched. I've got to get that quilted. If you've been watching any of my Dear Jane coverage, you know that my main quilting machine went down, free motion quilting, and I've got my other machine up and working, so I've been free motion quilting my Dear Jane, which has been going great, but that is the only thing on my desk right now. I really haven't been doing anything else. So that's, if you're interested in the Designer Mystery Block of the Month, that's kind of what you can expect to get, is the block with plenty of fabric, the pattern. That's what the backing looks like. You get the label. I haven't gotten the finishing kit yet, so next month I think we'll be getting it, and I'll show you that. I'll go through that also. So that is the Designer Mystery Block of the Month that I opened, but I haven't gotten to yet. Ginger Quilter is a new box that I decided to try since PreCuts quilt box isn't going to be sending any more out. She's not taking subscriptions. She's kind of cutting it off because she had a family accident and just hasn't been able to devote any time to it. So that's what I have here. It's her last box that she has sent out. But so I thought, well, I'll give Ginger Quilter a try, see what that's all about. I ordered this thinking that I would get like the next box, and it literally shipped the same day. But I think UPS or the post office had an issue because it came ripped and taped, and it took longer to get here than normal. So I opened it just to see what it was all about before I show you, and see if it's something you're interested in. So that's what her box looks like. It's a pretty nice box, other than I think the post office mangled it. You know, it's got this nice sticker on the back, and then you get this little program about what's in here. Now, she doesn't give the value of the contents in the box, so I'm not exactly sure the value compared to what I paid for it. I'll put right here what I paid for it. But she does go through what it is. And this is a like Liberty Americana box is what she's calling it. And the first thing we have in here is the game board table runner quilt pattern. And it's all right here in this little laminated card is the quilt pattern. It makes an 18 by 40 inch table runner, and it looks pretty simple to put together. It's by Pieced Tree Patterns. So if I can find it, I can I'll put the link down below if you want to check it out, if I can find that pattern. So we've got that, and then we've got a charm pack. Americana Charm Pack by Lori Holt of Bee in My Bonnet. It says it's a mix of patriotic colors and vintage style motifs. You can see all of them back here. But we'll just kind of pull it out and take a look at it. That make you feel like you're stitching under a summer sky surrounded by lemonade and sparklers. So I think I've seen this before. I like that it's got the teals. It's just not your standard red, white, and blue. I'm not sure what song that is, but that's what the charm pack looks like. That's pretty cool. I like it. I'll just grab this on the back and put it right there so you can see what all the fabrics look like. We also have a rickrack. I don't know how much is in here. Does it say? Maybe 2 yards. Looks like maybe 2 yards of rickrack to add a little extra pizzazz to your project with this unique trim. Just the right finishing touch for your table runner. And then we have some yardage. Oh, this is Americana yardage also. That's what it is. This looks to be 1/4 of a yard. It looks like it was the, it looks like the song that I saw in here. So, it's probably enough to make the game board pattern. Here is some more yardage from that line of fabric, and this looks to be 1/2 a yard. That's pretty. And then some more yardage. This may be a fat 1/4. Nope. That looks like 1/4 of a yard also. So we got some yardage and charm pack from the Americana line of fabric from Lori Holt at Bee in My Bonnet for Riley Blake Designs. And then we got this cute little seaside cottage house. It's hand-painted wooded cottage decor, giving you full coastal American vibes with its weathered stripes and simple charm. So just a little decoration. And then some Freedom Ring candy by Albanese, which I love Albanese gummy bears. They're the best gummy bears. So I may have that for my snack tonight when I take my Invisalign out. So that is the box by Ginger Quilter. I will have her information down below if you want to check it out, if this is the type of box you like. This one, I don't know if you get notions in the boxes, but I watched her curate a box on YouTube one night, and it was kind of fun to watch her do that, to see how she picks things out and themes them. So it's a little bit different. There may be notions in the future, I'm not sure, but decoration and candy, fabric, and a pattern. So I'll be opening a few of these in the future and see how that goes. So there you go, the Ginger Quilter box. I'm not sure when those come either. So I don't know if this was a leftover box she sent me when I ordered it, because I really thought that I would just get the next box that she sends out. All right, so I am doing a tumbling block quilt a no lysine tumbling block quilt, which I haven't worked on in a while because of my Dear Jane quilting. And I'm using Fat Quarter Shop's Mini Charm Pack Club to make my tumbling blocks. So I show these off each week when I get them. These have the fluffs. Ooh, we're getting some, I'll put that there. We're getting some, looks like some fall. So we have Buon Natal by Joanna Figueroa at Fig Tree and Company. And let's go through this. She always has very pretty fabrics. I like seeing the new fabric lines this way too. Seeing what they look like. Wondering if we're going to get any of these in the Sew Sampler box. That's very pretty. That's a nice combination of darks, lights, or darks, mediums, and lights. So this is Super Bloom by Robin Pickens. This looks like it's very colorful. That is really pretty. Nice big blooms in that one. I like that kind of stripy material. That's kind of cool. Nice colors in there too. Those will make some pretty blocks. All right, Super Bloom by Robin Pickens, and then Pumpkin Spice Gatherings by Primitive Gatherings. Let's see what we got for a fall offering. Oh, I like that color gray. Charcoal and lavender, greens, acorns. Ooh, look at the stripe. That'll make some nice looking tumbling blocks. I am kind of partial to fall colors. But yeah, pumpkin colors. Yeah, I like it. Very pretty. And I will have a link to all of these fabric lines down below if you want to check it out. If you see one in here that you like, you can go find fat quarters or yardage of it. Acorn Hollow by Basic Gray is this one. Ooh, look at that dark. Oh, a little fox and moth and mushrooms. That's cute. Nice colors. More fall colors. We're getting into that time when these fabric lines get released for fall and for the holidays. Oh, I like the greens. Kind of a tealy green and a plaid. So when I get back into this, I will definitely start showing you how it's going together. But this Dear Jane quilt has really got me tied up. But I'm getting there. All I do is dream about when that's over and I can start doing other projects. Whew. All right. That is the May. Oh, that's May 2025 mini charm pack. So I think I get these. These do sit on my desk for a few weeks, so I think I get them at the beginning of the month and let them sit. So I think that's why it's May. Maybe I get it at the end of May or something. I don't know. But it does sit on my desk until I do my box opening towards the end of the month. All right. I will have, like I said, links to everything I can down below if you want to check them out. If you see a fabric line you like, and have a link that takes you straight to it. All right, next is the PreCuts quilt box. So I think it was back in March, Diana wrote a letter to us and said that her family had been in an accident. I don't know what that means, but I think her husband had been severely hurt. Maybe she and her child had too, and that the recovery was just taking up so much time that she would not be able to do PreCuts quilt box anymore. So she said there would be 2 more coming out. And this will be the last box we get. Last month, I get Stash Builder. Last month she just sent me Stash Builder. Before that she would send me Classic and Stash Builder to give away. So there are 2 boxes in here that I will go through, and I will be giving away one of these. I have not looked at them. I don't know what's in here. So stay tuned till the end of this opening to see what I'm going to be giving away and how to enter to get one of these boxes, one of the last boxes she has. If she starts back up, I will let you know. I enjoy these. There was kind of a chocolate mess in one of them. She probably won't do that again, but I enjoy getting these. I think her fabrics are different. I don't know where she gets them from, but I really like seeing the difference in her fabrics. They're designers I've not heard of. Fabrics that I really haven't seen, like some of these fabrics, especially like you see in the mini charm packs, you see everywhere. You can go to any quilt shop or online quilt shop and you will probably find these fabrics. Where in here, you know, sometimes she has those, sometimes she doesn't. So it's really interesting to see what she has. So let's just start with this one. I don't know which one's Stash Builder. Maybe they're both Stash Builder. I'm not sure. And there is not a little guide. Usually she has a guide that shows the value, but maybe since it's the last one, she just packed them up and sent them out. And this one does not have it either. So let's just go through it. Let's see what we got. So in this one, we have a Pilot Erasable Friction Pen Fine Liner. I just bought a couple of these and I really like them. I bought purple and orange. I've been using them on Dear Jane. If you're watching my Dear Jane, I am marking these. I've had a few people say, you know, don't do that, the markings come back up. And I do live in Florida, so it doesn't get cold enough, but I also lived in Michigan and used these, and I've never had them come back on me. But some people were like kind of getting on me, like you shouldn't use those. But I'm using it to mark. If I wasn't doing a video of Dear Jane, I would probably just look at the quilting that I would be doing and then going and quilting it. But since I'm doing a video, I am marking it so I can show people where the markings are on each block. So we've got a little exercise book, which I'm sure you could use for anything. Notes. Multiplication table. Yeah, baby. I'm constantly like, hey Google, what's 3 times 5? No, I don't do that basic math, but I do have Google do math for me sometimes. So a nice little notebook.
The answer is 2.8 hours.
Whoops, I don't know how she came up with 2.8 hours, but anyway, that's what I do. So that's a nice little handy book to have by your sewing table, at your desk, out in the kitchen, whatever you want to use it for. All right, the pattern is Metamorphosis. It's by Lo and Behold Stitchery, and it's fat 1/4 yard friendly. Pillow, baby, throw, and bed. And it looks like it has butterflies on it. So the colors on the front feature 1/2 yards from Florida collection by Sarah Watts at Ruby Star Society, and it's traditionally pieced half circles. So I wonder what fabrics we got that she maybe thinks we could use in this quilt. Feels like art gallery fabrics. So let's take a look and see if I can find. It is art gallery, and it might be Legendary by Pat Bravo. So let me pull the pattern out. It would make very pretty butterflies. Ooh, look at that. That's cool looking. That's almost like cross stitch or something. So yeah, these are fabrics I have not come across before. I find that they're retired fabric lines that I've gotten from her, which is great. Birds, silhouettes, love, holding hands. I wonder if this is like a Valentine type fabric. Basics, low volumes. Yeah, very pretty. I like the colors. I like the low volumes. This looks like a poem by Emily Dickinson. And some more basics, low volume basics. And then kind of like a pinky coral and an army green color, which if you were to do this pattern, you could use those as the body of the butterfly. So I wonder if there's enough low volumes in here to do the background, like a scrappy background. So there you go, that is that box. So I would call this a stash builder box, because it's fabric with a notion and a pattern. So, okay, let me get these fixed. All right, there you go. That is that box, which I'm calling a stash builder box, because it is fat quarters and notions and a pattern. All right, let's see what's in the other box. We have a thread, which is Gutermann thread. Looks like 50 weight. We have Everlasting Quilt Pattern by Coriander Quilts. And what is this? This is something from Lori Holt, a fabric mister. The Ultimate Fabric Mister by Lori Holt at Bee in My Bonnet. Oh, well that's kind of cool. You must just fill it with water. Propellant-free, fine even spray, works upside down. Enjoy continuous mist with a fine, even spray from the Ultimate Fabric Mister. It's perfect for quilters, eliminating water splotches and spills from your work as you press. The slim bottle fits easily in your hand with an easy-to-squeeze trigger, providing perfect distribution every time. Wow, that's pretty cool. All right. So, I would say this is another stash builder. Let's see what the fabric is. Rebel Girl by Lisa Flower. Let's get this open and take a look. This is a flat stack, a revolutionary approach to traditional fat quarter bundle. These stacks are continuous sheets of fabric with all of this collection's fat quarters printed on it. Here's what you need to know. Flat stacks are our most eco-friendly fat quarter option, as they're more efficient to ship and create less fabric waste. Our hope is that flat fat stack opens up a new creative possibilities for you too. Let us know over social media. All right. Okay, that's interesting. Let's see what this is all about. Oh, it is one continuous piece of fabric. Okay. Let's just go through it this way. So, all right, so we have Rebel Girl on this side and the Rebel Girl on that side. Guitars and hearts on this side. and checkerboard on the other. Hearts on purple hearts. I don't know if you can see that. And then just kind of a red and pink, or maybe orange and pink print on the other side. Okay. Drums on blue, guitars on cream. This kind of looks like, what would you say, maybe a cheetah print or something, but it's faces. And another checkerboard, so it's exactly like that one. Cassette tapes, used to listen to those. And it looks like guitars and amps and drums. Well, that is interesting. Like I said, Diana sends some really different things sometimes that I've never heard of, never seen, and it's been really enjoyable to see that in her packages, to find out what you're gonna get. So, this is Rebel Girl by Lisa Flower, exclusive to Paintbrush Studio Fabrics, pattern Flat Fat Stack. Season Winter 2021, so it is an older print, printed in the USA. Okay. I wonder if something like this didn't take off. Maybe it was the only company that did that. But yeah, it makes it easier to store, I guess, unless you do it by color. Then again, you could cut them apart. Probably gonna get better cuts than I've seen sometimes. Sometimes you get cuts and they are awful wonky. So these would probably be pretty straight cuts. Well, goodness. All right. Well, this is the one I'm keeping. So I'm just gonna fold it up like this. I will keep this one and give away the other one. So let me set this aside. This is pretty cool. I like that. I honestly think I have this pattern, so I'm going to throw this pattern in also. So I will be giving away this box with the two patterns, the booklet. I'll throw the thread in too, because the thread looks like it would go with this. And the pen, because I just bought two of these pens also. So I will be giving these away, and what you can do is I'm going to do it over on Facebook and Instagram, which is how I've been doing it. I will be giving it away on, let's see, June 30th, next Monday at 12 p.m. Eastern. My Facebook and Instagram posts will be listed down below in the description down below. There'll be links, and they will have all the instructions that you need to know to enter. So there you go. If you're interested in getting one of her last boxes, and these are gorgeous fabrics, you get the bag too. That's what I'm giving away. I will make sure it's packaged a little nicer than that. So next Monday over on Instagram, Facebook, and you can find the links down below. You can enter to win this little package right here. So that's awesome. Well, I'm gonna miss those. And I do hope that Diana is doing better, and that her and her family start healing up and feeling better. So thank you, Diana, for sending extra packages that I could give away to my subscribers and watchers here. All right, let's do the Sew Sampler box from Pack Quarter Shop. So it's called Midsummer Magic, June 2025. And we have, first thing is, all right, I wondered if it was gonna be Tula Pink, because my mom was awful excited to do the pattern. So fabric, we have Wise Guys Full Moon Forest 2 10-inch squares. Wise Guys Full Moon Forest 2 10-inch squares by Tula Pink for Free Spirit Fabrics. This is a value of basically $23. And if you watched my last box opening, I opened Pink Door Fabrics. I get their Tula Pink subscription box when she puts out new fabrics. You saw the whole fabric collection there. So we're getting part of it here. All right, let me get this off and we can take a look at the fabrics while I'm talking. So, 10-inch squares. Oh, they're folded 10-inch squares. Okay. Tula Pink is celebrating her 50th fabric line by paying homage to where it all began, deep in the enchanting woods of Full Moon Forest. In Full Moon Forest 2, Tula gives every original print a fresh twist, showcasing everything she's learned along the way. We're smitten with her update on this nocturnally inspired line, bursting with the vivid, eye-popping colors we adore from Tula Pink. This curated set of 20 10-inch squares offers a generous taste of all the color and artistry in the collection. So go ahead, explore, discover, and let your creativity run wild. All right, so did it show it? Oh, the head got cut off. So this is a giant owl, but the head got cut off in this one, and I don't know. There's the head of this one. So this is a very large print. And I will have a link to my last box opening if you want to see larger prints of this. I got half yards in that one, so you can check it out there, what it looks like. It's really a cool line. That's a rabbit in pink, and here's one in green. Now this is cool. It took me a minute. Let's see. Can you see it? There's a squirrel. Here's the head, there's the body and the feet and the tail. So it's a very like hidden squirrel inside that one. We've got some bees, looks like bees. Rainbow trout is what I'm saying. And some florals. And some cosmos in pink and green. But and there really is so much more to the fabric. I think there was 42 different fabrics. Now, they are variations of different colorways. So this is probably a really good example of the fabric line. So, yep, I turned my mom onto Tula Pink. She wasn't a big fan of the colors, but all of a sudden I was, and now she's become a Tula Pink fan too. So I wonder what the quilt is, because she was like, I am buying the fabric kit, the finishing kit, to make the pattern in here. All right, this is cool. I actually just bought myself a 2.5-inch one. So I'm gonna have like every one. I have 1.5, which I got in a sew sampler. 4.5 I got in a sew sampler. 5.5 I got in a sew sampler. 2.5 I just bought for myself. Sew Sampler sent us a 2.5 by 4.5 one. So I love these Creative Grid rulers. So Creative Grids, 3.5 inch, put it right there on the pretty fabric. Quilting square ruler, value of basically $12. The Creative Grids 3.5 inch quilting square ruler is a great tool for cutting and squaring up small pieces, like those you'll find in this month's exclusive quilt pattern. Like all Creative Grids rulers, it includes easy to read black and white markings in 1-inch grids, divided into 1/8 inch and 1/4 inch increments. The grippy back also ensures it stays in place and reduces hand stress so you can keep for cutting magic. Yep. It does. For For a long time I said I was going to switch to these, and it did take a while, but I have pretty much switched over to Creative Grids rulers. It says it's designed by Rachel Cross. All right, what do we have here? So we have Small Magic Clip Set by Taylor Seville, a value of almost $9. Add a sprinkle of magic to your sewing with magic clips from Taylor Seville. These wide clips hold layers of fabric securely without any distortion, making them perfect for binding and hemming. The flat metal clip can slide under the presser foot, just not the needle, so you can keep them on while you machine stitch. They're also great for holding fabric cuts to your pattern. Ideal for sewing at retreats or away from home. No tricks here, just another touch of magic to make sewing a breeze. So, look at that. I guess it can go under just like that. Let's open these and see what these things are all about. Okay, never seen these before. Easy to read markings on the top of each clip. So I don't know if you can see it, but there's 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch. And it shows that it can go underneath the presser foot. Magic clip measurement plus needle clearance equals seam allowance. So, for example, the 1/2 inch on here plus the needle clearance is 5/8 inch. So you must line it up with the 5/8 inch on your machine. Wow, these seem strong. Holy cow, I'm gonna have to give these a shot, see what these are like. When I bind, I use just like hair clips that you clip in your hair. They're made for binding, but they look like clippies that I used to wear back in the 80s. So that's cool. Okay, I've never seen those. I'm gonna have to give that a shot. The magic clips. The clips you can sew right over. Wise Guys quilt pattern. Oh, I see. It's owls. That's really cute. Yeah, I might have to make that. Value of $10, and it's by Fat Quarter Shop. Don't worry about all the hooting and hollering this quilt will stir up. It's just pure excitement over these charming owls. The Wise Guys quilt pattern is a treat exclusive to this month's box, celebrating the Nocturnal Wonders and Tula Pink's Full Moon Forest 2 prints. Dress them in her vibrant hues or go classy with dark neutrals. Either way, these Wise Guys are sure to keep you grinning. So the finishing kit was what she was going for. Oh, there's 6 fabrics in it. All right. Yeah, I'll probably do that one too. I like that one. The frame around the owls. That's really pretty. So I looked up the finishing kit yesterday. I think it's $70, which is actually more expensive than they normally are. But you are getting the 6 different fabrics. So you're getting a 1/2 yard, 1.5 yards, 1/2 yard, 1/2 yard, 1/2 yard, 1.25 yards, and 2/3 yards. So yeah, there's quite a bit of fabric in there. And it's all Tula Pink fabric. All right, well, look for that quilt in my future. I like that. And small 50 weight Aurifil Violet 100% cotton Mako thread. Value $6. Thread your needle with a dash of Aurifil magic this month. This nifty 50 weight spool of cotton thread from Aurifil is spun from Egyptian cotton, making it fine, smooth, and strong for an enchanting sewing adventure. The violet shade pairs perfectly with the Full Moon Forest 2 fabric in this month's box, and we highly recommend it for binding on this month's exclusive quilt pattern. Let me get it out of the plastic so you can see it better. Oh, that is pretty. That's the Orifil Mako thread. That's really pretty. Yep, we get the whole thing this week. I wonder how we use the ruler. Let me look real quick. All right. Yep, the ruler will work in that. So, the flowering quilt along, which I am doing, and I'm actually doing it in Tula Pink fabrics. I'll grab my 2 blocks. So this is last month's block, and I did fussy cut the flowers, and I did it in Tula Pink. It turned out really pretty. And it's so interesting because my mom's doing it also, and she sent me hers, and it's like, just by the fabrics you choose, the blocks look so different. And then this is the first one where I fussy cut a little cat into it. It's so cute. So this month's block number 3 is Stop and Smell the Roses block. And these are big blocks, 18.5 by 18.5. So I will show you how that's going next month. And then on the back we have, oh, it talks about the mystery up on the rooftop quilt that they're starting in July, which I will probably do. I've done it for the last few years, so you can stick around here to see when I'm starting that. And they do have a fabric kit for it. And that's the most of the fabrics I've seen. That looks like pretty fabrics. And then a promo code for 15% off the Tula Pink fabrics and quilt kits. So there you go. And a layer cake pop shortcut quilt pattern. In case you don't want to do this one, they give you another idea for it. So there you go. That's cool. What a great box opening this week or this month. With Fat Quarter Shop, including Tula Pink and the PreCuts quilt box being her last one. And yeah, this fat stack is pretty cool. Like I said, she always has really interesting things. She always did have interesting fabrics in her quilt bags. And I will be giving away this bag on August 30th. Not August 30th, June 30th at 12 p.m. And I do have links to Facebook and Instagram below where you can find out all about that. Ginger Quilter, I will have links to her items down below, or her box down below if you're interested in what she has to offer in hers. It's a little bit different. And I will open hers next time also, so you can see what it's all about then too. And mini charm pack. I'll have a link to these fabrics down below if you saw them and you liked something you saw in there. And then the mystery 2025 designer mystery block of the month. I don't know if that's still open, but if it is, I will have a link to it also. I really enjoy those. They're not too hard. The blocks usually are not too hard to work on. The colors are very comforting, so I do call them my comfort blocks every month. I just really enjoy doing them, getting them once a month and enjoy doing them. So, wow, what a box opening. That was fun. I really enjoy sharing this with you, showing you what these are all about in case you want to do them or you don't want to do them. Sometimes they do have a la carte sew samplers at Fat Quarter Shop. If they do, I'll have a link down below if you just want the Tula Pink box and you don't want to subscribe. Check out the links down below. It really does help the channel out. Hit the subscribe button, notification bell, and you can see this type of content and all the other fun stuff that I will be having soon once I get done with my dear Jane, and we'll have some fun. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.